So the hero of the piece, Captain Panisar, at this point of time is the pilot of the Air India aircraft. But once again, for the benefit of our viewers, let's play once again the audio recordings of what exactly transpired. After that, we're going to go across to aviation expert Denzel Keeler. Listen in.
Jet 9W012, you are clear to take off.
Roger, clear for takeoff.
AI 920, this is Mumbai ATC, continue approach. Roger, continue approach. Approaching MDA, carrying a go around. Jet 9W012, you were asked to abort, take off.
Sorry, instruction too late. We crossed V1 speed.
Perspective on the story that we are following very closely right here on Headlines today. We have various aviation experts joining us. Mr. Paul, Sanat Paul is also going to be with us. But let's quickly get a reaction on what is happening right now where the blame game is concerned. Well, that has already begun. The ATC is pointing fingers to the jet pilot and of course the jet doing the same and blaming the ATC. Pankaj Upadhyay is getting us the inside information on this incident which took place. Pankaj, clearly the blame game has begun as usual, even though there were hundreds of passengers' lives that were at risk that night.
Preeti, I discussed this very thing with the various officials at the Mumbai International Airport, and they had very interesting things to say. First of all, the airport officials, which includes many pilots, day by day, that the ATC had absolutely no business to give instructions to the pilot after it had cleared the Jet Airways flight for takeoff. In fact, the plane had started rolling. It had already crossed.
We seem to be having a problem with Pankaj Upadhyay's audio link. We're going to try and re-establish that for our viewers and get us the inside information on what exactly is going on between both these camps, where the ATC is concerned, where the Jet Airways is concerned. But let's bring in Sanat Paul, aviation expert, who's with us, trying to make sense of what exactly happened and who exactly is to blame. But the big point is there were hundreds of lives at risk that night, which was saved by the skin of the teeth. Mr. Paul, thank you for talking to Headlines today. Now, this incident, these audio clippings that we are playing here on our channel clearly put the focus right back on the ATC of our country. The Mumbai ATC clearly in question here, sir.
Well, from whatever little I know of the incident, whatever I've read about it, yes, there is a serious issue about ATC because instructions are given both to the landing airline and the taking off airline, and it is for ATC to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And obviously there was confusion in this case. While it'll actually who is to blame and what went wrong will be determined, I suppose, by an inquiry. But whatever has happened is very serious and needs to be looked into, and this should not get repeated. Safety is a very important aspect of aviation. Landing side, landing takeoff is critical, and we are having serious issues with the ATC, with the safety requirements in our country, and we need to gear up our system.
Well, you're right there, Mr. Kaul. Let me pose the same question to Denzel Keeler. Mr. Keeler, on taking off from what Mr. Paul was saying there, big questions coming in where the ATC is concerned. Aviation history in the country stands testimony that this is not the first time that the ATC has been in the wrong. Overburden, pointing fingers at other airliners will not really solve the problem, because at the end point of it are many hundreds of lives.
Absolutely. See, with the aircraft, when the aircraft was on takeoff, there are very clear-cut instructions that after V1, the aircraft has to continue on its flight. If he had tried to, if the ATC has no business to tell him to abort takeoff, it's in the pilot's hands. The decision has to be taken by the pilot. And after V1, if he tries to abandon the takeoff, he will end up and pile up at the end of the runway. So this is a major mistake made by the ATC in advising the pilot to abandon takeoff after V1.